October the 4th, still out here harvesting in abundance. Today we're going to be harvesting some peppers and some tomatoes, which I've already harvested in abundance throughout the season. And it's fall now and they're still doing pretty well, producing a whole lot. And I keep harvesting and preserving and also using some of this fresh in salads in my cooking. And I'm just enjoying this entire season so far. Even though there were challenges with the critters, with the weather, we can still eat from the garden and have some to put up for the cold months when we're not out here gardening. Now I thought this bowl was going to be sufficient for my harvest, but I have to get something bigger. And look at the amount of peppers that I'm still harvesting. I'm going to go through and harvest most of them, the ones especially that are blushing and already showing signs of maturity. There are different varieties of peppers here. I have a bunch of hot peppers as well as sweet peppers. Some are mildly hot and some are like really hot. Either way, I'm going to be doing a big harvest of peppers today. Now in recent days, I've seen and heard on the news about impending issues with imported goods like fresh fruits and vegetables that may affect a lot of people and also businesses. I've also seen in the news that the panic buying have already started and people are getting worried, and it doesn't have to be that way. And I totally understand that we cannot always provide 100% of the things we need, but this video is for the people that have the opportunity and have the space also that can grow some food, however little it is, because I've seen a lot of people who are able to grow a lot of food. They have way more space than I have, but they're not into it. They're not into doing that stuff because it's easier for them to go to the supermarket and spend some money and grab whatever they need. But what happens when the trucks stop coming in? You start panicking because you're not prepared. You don't have skills. You don't know how to garden. You don't know how to handle the challenges in gardening or how to adjust when you have challenges in gardening. And so I challenge you for next year spring that you will start a garden if you're not gardening as yet. Yes, I know you may not have time, or you may think you do not have the time, but I think everyone who has the opportunity or the space to do a bit of gardening should start to do so. Make the time for it. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. Start off small, make the time for it, and start growing your own food if you can, because obviously we've seen over the years that we can't always depend on the trucks to come in to provide all the food that our family needs. So I think it's important for us to learn that skill, for us to get used to doing that type of stuff, growing our own food if we can. Look at that, guys. This is my yard space here. As you can see, my garage is right there, and this was lawn. All this was lawn grass, and it's now a garden. It's been a garden for a few years. And so I'm growing all different types of crops in this garden to sustain my family. I don't have to depend on the trucks to come in or the boat to come across the water so that we can eat. So there's no panic buying for me as far as food is concerned when something of this nature happens. Oops, I forgot this last one that I'm going to grab. But I'm just saying this to say I can get a lot of food from just this small yard space. This is my harvest for today, and this is right here. I harvested it last week. I covered it under this kitchen towel, and the peppers are ripening. I have all different varieties here. Like I said, I'm going to put my harvest from today to ripen a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and process all of this good produce, nice fresh organic produce that I grew right here in my yard. Look at this, guys. Why would you not do this if you have the opportunity, the ability, and the know-how to do this for your family and grow your own food? It's very rewarding, because even after harvesting all season long, look at this, guys. I still have tons of peppers. Even after harvesting today, I'm gonna let these go to maturity a little bit, because after my harvest today, the energy is now gonna go to these smaller peppers and allow it to bulk up a bit so I can harvest some more. Look at this, guys. Healthy looking pepper trees grown in containers. So even if you have containers, you can grow in containers. You don't have to have a yard space or any farmlands to grow some food for your family. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the noise and the distraction to the point where you're like in a frenzy when something were to happen and you don't know where to turn or what to do next, and you realize that you're too late to stock up or to grow some food when you had the opportunity to do so. Look at that, guys. Right here in this bed, I have some tomatoes that I'm going to harvest, and also harvesting these would allow the ones that are green to ripen a bit. I know the tree looks quite sad, but that's okay. It's the end of the season. It's October. And so I'm still able to harvest lots of tomatoes like I've been doing all season long. And I'm growing tomatoes in here. I'm growing herbs. I'm growing flowers. All sorts of beneficial plants that I can use as food for my family's sustenance. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.